Hi everybody. Um, Welcome to Dark Souls 2 playthrough, part 2. I actually had already recorded part 2, 3, 4 and 5, but due to an accident of sorts, I accidentally, well, not me, but someone I know accidentally deleted parts 2, 3 and 4. So I'm going to have to try and redo parts 2, 3 and 4. The only problem is that I've already achieved certain things in the game. For instance, I've gotten the key to the blacksmiths, and now Lenigrast is in here, and he's available to sell me items and repair items that I have that are broken, such as WoW. I have died a lot of times. So yeah, I'm gonna try to use bonfire ascetics to return areas to their natural state so that I can fight the bosses in the area, so that you'll be able to see that. But there are certain things that I can't undo, like the character moves, such as Merchant Hag Melentia being here. Merchant Hag Melentia sold me Lenigrast's key originally, and I spoke to her often enough that she then moved to this area. So I bought the key that opened that blacksmith from this old hag. Exhausted her dialogue until she moved here, which is what typically happens with a lot of NPCs. I also went into an area where I met Kale the cartographer, who has the key to this house. I spoke to him and got that key, and then I exhausted his dialogue, and he came here too. So this is Kale.
I would not venture far. It was blocked by a wall, but it was crumbling, and I feared.
So he's saying that I shouldn't go down this hole because there's something down here. There was something down here. There were a bunch of skeleton warriors that I killed. Inside this chest was a soul vessel. A soul vessel allows you to respec your character's statistics and change their style by going back to things betwixt and speaking to one of the firekeepers. I think the significance of the soul vessel being there and the shards of the Lord Vessel, which is a key item from Dark Souls 1, being in the basement, I think that they are both significant to the kind of lore and the plot of the game. I'm not exactly clear how. So yeah, I unlocked this mansion, this house. There were a couple of items upstairs, nothing of import. Oh Christ, I did so much. I went that way. And I went that way too. So I'm going to redo these areas so that if you were paying attention or you were interested, you won't miss anything. In fact, I'll show you what using a bonfire ascetic looks like, and I'll explore this area and see if it's made a difference in this area. So you go to the bonfire and go to burn, and you have bonfire ascetics. You burn it, and when you burn it, it puts this area up into the next game level. So if I go travel, you'll see that Majula is actually set if you look at the bottom left picture, you'll see that it's set to game level 8. So, the merchants are all still here. Lenigrast is still in his little hole doing his blacksmith thing. The items have all respawned though. So I'll go and collect those. I think I may have done that already in episode 1, so that might not be new to you. I'm going to make this episode a longer one than normal. I was aiming to get them all around 30 minutes, but I think I'm just going to run on with this one so that I can kind of try and regain some lost ground. So we've got an item here. It's a life gems garbage item. Oh dear, it sucks that this has happened. But and if you notice, Morlin is just chilling back.
Sorry, have we met?
And he can't remember me.
Care to look over my wares? I upgraded my stock.
He's got lots of new stock in as well, because I've been spending lots of money with him. He doesn't have anything new for me. I've got all this stuff already.
Are you sure?
But yeah, I've spent lots of money with him and he's become more confident, but he's also cursed like I am, and he's been losing his memory. As the curse will do to you, you don't just lose your memory, but you kind of lose yourself, starting with your memory. So, as you can see, he's come along quite far there. He didn't remember me when I spoke to him, even though I was the one that had spent the amount of money I did with him in order for him to gain new items and to get that confidence in the first place. So yeah, I'm just gonna explore upstairs in this pretty ragtag house. There's a chest here that has 3 Titanite shards. It's not very impressive, really. So I will. Do I need to speak to? Oh, so interestingly, he's not in the basement when I use the bonfire aesthetic, and I think the reason that is, he won't appear. Oh shit! Until they're just killed. So as you can see, there's lots of them. Deciding whether to do this on or off camera. That is not doing a lot of damage at all. Firebomb will. Okay, well it missed completely anyway. As you can see, they do a shitload of damage because they're like level 8 now. That's it, attack, come on. Oh, he's killed me, he's parried me and he's killed me. Okay, I'm gonna take these guys out off camera because there's a lot of them and they're a pain in the ass. Okay, so I cleared out the basement of skeletons and I rested at a bonfire, and Kale has indeed returned.
It wasn't there when I came. I don't know.
It's a shame this has happened, but I'll show you where you meet him originally anyway when I backtrack through the areas that I previously had completed, conquered, including the area bosses. I don't actually think I need to speak to Shalaqua. Oh, nice kitty. There are some other pretty decent items lying around. maybe, well, there's one consumable that's worth getting. Divine Blessing. Always worth it. So let's repair the Ring of Protection I lost getting owned by the skeletons.
I'll be around if you make it back.
Okay, let's begin the actual quest by going down into this area. There's a chest here normally. Obviously it's been used, opened. Come this way next. Pull this lever. I was trying to get rid of some files on my hard drive that were taking up space that I shouldn't have on there anymore. So, and I must have accidentally deleted the entire folder containing all of my capture material rather than just deleting the folder with the files that I was trying to get rid of. So this is Forest of the Fallen Giants. So I wasn't going to use a bonfire ascetic here, I was just going to run through, but I remembered that there's a cool enemy that only spawns once during a playthrough, and I'd quite like to get all of his gear. So if I use the bonfire ascetic, he will reappear, and maybe I can get some of his kit if I'm lucky. I need to stop picking up all this rubbish that they drop. Let's see if that chest is reclosed, because I think it's got some good items in, so it'll be worth backtracking. Yeah, it has. Okay. Oh god. Yeah, 5 human effigies, that's worth it. You will die if you fall into deep water, which you might have seen on part 0, as I did just then. Was exploring an area I hadn't previously been to, and was in shallow waters. Ended up going into an area that was clearly too deep. Nice little parry there. If I do say so myself, it wasn't really, it was a really standard parry. Take no chances. A little bait item here trying to get you to go through and not notice this guy. Will then try to ambush you and attack you from behind. Very naughty. Okay. So, up into this arena style area with the enemy. There he is, the Hate Knight. And I've got a archer taking pot shots at me up here, so I'll have to deal with him so he doesn't interrupt me and the Hate Knight during our epic battle. And when I say epic battle, I mean the fight where he kills me straight away because he hits like a jackhammer. Seriously. was really awkward to fight in for obvious reasons. Oh, hey, buddy. I thought about sprinting straight at that guy, but I was bound to take an arrow for my trouble. Hey, buddy. Just hanging out there. So you can see there's like dead bodies strewn around this soldier. I think to kind of highlight the fact that he is a badass. Let's get to full health. I'll try this. My bad. Oh dear, my bad again. I love that quick attack. Oh, he got me again, he's so good. Oh, I didn't mean that, that's disrespectful. I meant to bow. Definitely bow for the hate knight. And what did I get? I got the chainmail. Oh, sweet. I really wanted the chainmail. Oh, that's awesome. That's really awesome. Get bent. You scrub. I haven't gotten there. These guys could easily kill me if I'm not careful, which I wasn't careful at all. I just ran in like a bloody beginner and just swung like a madman. But it worked out alright in the end. Not today, hombre. Let's do some pot shots. We've got a guy at the end of the stairwell here. Pop him with a couple of arrows, he'll fire one back. And we've got a guy up here. He likes to throw fire bombs, so we'll take him out so he doesn't cheekily get some hits on us. Yeah, I'll pick up that firebomb for my troubles. Oh, is my inventory full? Can I not carry anymore? Oh, I've already got too many firebombs. That axe swing is so slow, but then he does a quick one too. Oh, thank you. There's certain enemies that I have real difficulty parrying. I just don't seem to be able to get the timing down, and the axe wielders are one of those. I just picked up a buckler then, which is a shield designed for parrying. It's probably a little bit better for parrying than the one I've got already. Parrying shields don't protect you as well from damage as regular shields, but their shield bash animation or their parry animation has a little delay before you swing. There's no delay on a regular shield. This area, basically I can drop down, weave all around here, and then make my way back up. I'm going to do that now, but I'm not going to film it because it's kind of a fluff area. There's not much significance to it. So I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so this area is now cleared. I came down, chopped up all these soldiers, went down into this cave. That fire doesn't hurt me. And there's this giant chameleon monster that shoots fireballs, believe it or not. And really dangerous. They do incredible amounts of damage and are really fast. But I managed to cheese him at range with a bow, where he wouldn't aggro and come to fight me. He'd stay in his position. So I just killed him from range. There'll be a lot of that going on. And that made me freak out then. There'll be a lot of me killing people from range to stay safe. Let's try and parry a spearman. Oh, it's a halberd, but it's not so bad. They still can be tricky to parry depending on if they try to stab or swing. This next bonfire, the hag merchant Lady Melentia was here, and if you buy enough items from her and speak to her long enough, that's when she decides to go to Majula to chill, to hang out. Obviously I've done that already, and using a bonfire ascetic won't bring her back to this area, although using a bonfire ascetic here might bring the area boss back, so I'll do that. I wonder if it'll repair that wall as well. No. So that hole in the wall over there is a shortcut that didn't used to exist. Previously you'd have to go down that ladder and do a lot of running around to get to that side of the wall, at which point you can blow the wall up using explosive barrels, but you can't blow it up from this side. I'll just collect these goodies. Oh dear. Oh, he had another strike left. Anywho, yeah, oh, this chest, there must be chests that are one-time open chests, maybe for bollocks, for story-related reasons, I'm not sure. Cool that there's a tree growing indoors like that. I'll take another look at it in a moment. I mean, obviously I'm trying to drop down onto the branch, but the branch goes all the way up through the ceiling. It's said that in the lore of this game that giants turn to trees when they perish. So all these roots coming up that are growing around this deity, maybe it's the power of the deity, or maybe these are the bodies of once living giants, who knows. So like I said, that's the shortcut, which I won't take just for story purposes. I'm going to have to try and remember how I've gone about this. So that gate's open, it used to be closed. Kill this guy. I've probably got the item. This door is supposed to be locked, but I got the key to it. So yeah, normally when you come into this area, that door is locked and closed, and that gate is locked and closed too. But obviously they're both open now. How are you? 3 hits. Oh dear. Doesn't look like my weaponry is good enough. The black phantoms have respawned. That's bloody brilliant news. Great. Really happy about that. So I'm gonna have to, well, I'm not gonna have to, I'm just gonna enjoy trying to fight these black phantoms now. Let's try and cheese him with some poison arrows. Oh, they've both aggroed. That is not what you want. So... oh, he's fast. They're really fast too. Will either of them try and come up the ladder? No, they're not one for ladders. Not feeling it, are they? Right, so I've poisoned that dumb schmo. I've poisoned that guy too. Battle on the bridge, eh? Oh, he does, he wants some. Oh, I'm gonna die. Epic. All that fire kicking off is one of those chameleon lizards. Okay. Be right back. So I just killed the big guy with the sword and shield. Come on, fella. So I killed the big guy with the heavy armor and the shield. Now I'm gonna try and take out the smaller, faster guy. There he is. Eat shit. That's for the game, not for him. He fought normally, but the parry timing on this game is just... it's not calculable as far as I'm concerned. There's no way to correctly calculate it. It's just made up, if anything. Okay, so I'll show you what these chameleon monster guys look like. You can't beat them face to face. I don't think they're even designed so that you can beat them face to face, because they've got incredible speed. You wouldn't believe how fast they move. And then if you're in a clear line of fire at range, they'll just spam fireballs infinitely at you that take off almost all of your health straight away. So again, that's deadly. So I'm just gonna cheese him a bit more. I'll cheese him until I'll leave him to get poisoned while I go and collect some goodies. In actual fact, there's a crystal lizard here. There was a crystal lizard here. I just killed him. Crystal lizards, they appear once in game. And if you try to attack them or get too close to them, they'll try to run away, and if they run far enough, they'll actually vanish completely and escape, and you'll have to reuse a bonfire to respawn them to try and attack them again. That one I got. Again, this area isn't typically open yet. So, yeah, there he is. Oh no, hang on, he's alive. I thought I killed him. He's dead. So what I'll do now is I'll show you, if you were gonna play this game, how to get down to that pit without doing too much damage. I use a silver cat ring, which reduces falling damage. Jester's pants do the same if you can get yourself a pair of Jester's pants, but if you fall down the way I just did, without any kit, it should still protect you. You shouldn't need either. You'll just need to heal up once you're done. So now I'm down here. I need to cheese a bunch more of these enemies because I don't want to get too close to them because they are really deadly. So I'm going to clear this area out and then I'll begin recording again once it's done. Okay, so I have killed all of the chameleon lizard enemies. If I drop down here, this would lead to that fiery walkway back up to the area I was at before, that I showed you earlier. And that would be the way that I would get to and from, into and out of this area without any teleportation means. Notice that once you have killed the lizards, these towers of flame stop lighting, so it seems that somehow they were powering the flames. Because I do have a feather, this aged feather, which is an item you get near the end of your first playthrough, I can just teleport back to my last used bonfire, like so. So I got down there and got a little bit of loot, nothing of significance. There is a hawk ring, sorry. A hawk ring will improve your range when using a bow. Eat shit, buddy. And you. Okay. So normally, without any shortcuts open, this would be the way that you would come. Out through here. Magic. I'm just gonna cheese these fools with bows from range, like they do to me if they can. The reason my arrows are making that strange noise is because they are magic arrows. I'm gonna go around this way just to show you, but this is an optional area that would lead you to Kale the cartographer, the guy in the basement of the house at Majula. This is the way I'm going currently, is the way that I went in order to find him and talk to him to get him to go back to Majula. There's someone taking pot shots at me with a bow. I know where they are. Right here. I don't mind getting hit by their arrows without dodging, they're not really powerful. So I'm going to drop here. This isn't the way. This way will lead me to some, well, an extra item. I can't even remember what the item is. Titanite shard. Okay, so it's junk. It's really handy if this is your first ever playthrough. But for me, I mean, I've almost got the maximum amount I can get. You can only carry 99 of any item, and I must be on 90 with those ones currently. So, could be a good time to arbitrarily just start upgrading items for the sake of it. So you would normally come through here. A boulder would roll past, so you don't want to run in too quickly because it's an insta-kill, and it rolls around that corner and falls down to the bottom of a pit. It also kills that enemy whilst rolling down the hill. Human effigy, nice. Then after it's rolled past, you go up this hill, and Kale would be digging through the rocks here. He'd be digging around, and that's when you'd start talking to him. He eventually would tell you that he has a keen interest in maps and cartography, and that he found a map of Drang Lake, this continent, if you will, carved into stone in the basement of that house. He forgets why he came here. He's cursed like the rest of us, so he's losing his memories. He must have been here for longer than a lot of other people because he really has lost quite a bit of his memories. So once you've spoken to him and exhausted his dialogue, he gives you a key to the house and says that he'll head back there later. That way you can unlock the house, clear the skeletons out of the basement, and then... Oops, don't want that. Find him in there later. So all that I just ran around is an optional area to find him. This guy throws firebombs, like so. You can bait him to throw a firebomb at you if you don't have any, and when it hits those barrels, they will explode, creating the hole in the wall you see here, leading to the bonfire there. Now, I'm going to engage a kind of mini-boss called the Pursuer here, and we'll call it that the end of this episode. Oh dear, no I'm not. He only appears once per playthrough, and a bonfire ascetic doesn't seem to make him appear. I think that up there is that tree that's grown all the way up to the tower and up the top. So normally if you climb up this ladder, a giant orc would drop this enormous knight in armor that floats and attacks you. I killed him during my video part, but obviously he's gone now. Okay, so after I beat the fella that came down there, an ambush is waiting for me with all these bow guns. If you just run in the door and run out again quickly, they will fire their arrows. They only fire them once and then they abandon the bows to come and attack. This door as well is, for fuck's sake. This game is ridiculous. It gets so hard. Like, these are the weakest enemies. Almost the weakest enemies in the game. And they're like basically killing me in a single hit. They're killing me in like 2 hits. It's unbelievable. I'm supposed to be this like superhero guy that can't be beaten at this point. I'm just getting smashed up. So you come down this ladder and this door's locked from the other side. If you attack it, it taunts them to come out and open the door and attack, and then you can get in and open that chest. If you use a Faris lockstone here, it will open up this secret room that has chests inside also that I've looted, of course. Next is this chest, which has a trap in it. It fires arrows like so, with 3 Titanite chunks in. That's nice. It's not always arrows. I think the first time I tried to open it, it was poison gas, which, if you just roll away quickly enough, won't harm you either. I can't find the next NPC anymore, but mild-mannered Pate, who is a treasure hunter and a slightly dubious character, sits here and tells you that he was with another knight that seemed to be quite a rowdy fella, who ran off ahead and ran into a trap, and hopes he's okay, and also has his ring at the moment. He also tells you that there's treasure up ahead, but there's a trap and he doesn't feel like going for it. If you go through, this cage slams shut behind you, and you have to fight through a bunch of soldiers, which will then lead you up onto the top, at this broken piece of wall where you can drop down. Then you can speak to him and he'll give you some gear. And then he obviously disappears like so. aggro this guy so he comes and tries to have a go. Eventually, one day. My timing was too early then. If you get your timing just right, you can dodge their strikes with a roll. Let's kill these guys. Bing. Bang. Bing. Bang. I'm wondering, that's the progression direction, which I will go down soon enough. I'm just gonna cover all the areas that I'd originally covered in the videos that I deleted. I just want to make sure that I've covered everything that I did previously. I know that a lot of you watching won't really care about the game. Pretty much all of you won't care about the game itself and the progression. The trap gate is there, and you fight your way up through here and out. I'll go that way actually, I might as well. Yeah, there's quite a few soldiers to fight through. Oh, these fucking corridors. I hate my life. This secret door is already open and the treasure looted. That obviously only appears once in a playthrough. That's the only reason I came down here. But there is that secret wall, and if you just tap the A button, if you're playing Xbox 360, you will uncover it. Oh, and I just realised I can't get back up there without using the ladder. So you would drop down and speak to Pate again there, and be on your merry way. I'll cut this video down so that it's not stupidly long, but it is going to be long. They were originally 30-minute parts. This one's going to be over an hour, I imagine, and I have to transcode all of the footage into .mobs from .mp4s in order to be able to read them in Final Cut so that I can edit them. Eat shit, you douchebag. It's funny, he uses S-Stock like a rapier, but it only has, it doesn't have that move set if you use it personally. Okay, so this is the progression point. This door is normally locked also. I hate that shield bash so much. I fucking hate it. So I'm nearly completely out of healing items at this point. A life gem and a homeward bone. Homeward bone is a consumable item that will allow you to travel back to a bonfire like the feather does. And the herbs restore magic uses. I can't believe it's taken 3 hits to kill these guys. So there's this giant stone sword that smashed through the side of the castle wall and down into the ground below. He was going to do the shield bash as well. I'm so sick of getting the timing wrong on parries. It's making me want to give up on trying to parry altogether. It's so satisfying when you get it, but I just virtually never get it. So we've got a nice, lovely view here. Lovely, lovely view. Praise the sun. And here we've got a halberd. So this giant stone sword is smashed through the castle walls and has a hand attached to it that probably belonged to this fella here. This guy's looking rather peacefully laid out. It's interesting that his body's lying that way. There's another giant sword, this one in its proper place, but the big geezer with no head this time. Okay, we can't go swimming. Characters in Dark Souls don't appear to be strong swimmers, so you would battle your way through, like I just did. See a little crystal lizard fella there that you try and get, and then you can get this elevator down and unlock that gate that I just ran through to get a shortcut back to your bonfire, which I'm going to use now. And then I'm going to go down that elevator and I'm going to fight the area boss. And that really is going to be the end of part 2. So let's go. Let's go be a hero. So there's the floor, the bed. And we've got this guy here. I suppose he's purposely designed to just try and just take away all of your health before you even get a chance to fight the boss. And he's going to kill me, in fact. And I'm going to let him kill me because if I can't parry him, I'd rather be dead. What on earth are you doing? That's got to be a parryable attack. Timing on that was perfect again. Attack me. Motherfucker. Eat shit. Eat shit. This door is locked. That leads out to the big flaming room with the, chameleons. This is mild-mannered Pate, who you can summon to help you in the battle against this area boss. So we'll take that help, gladly. We normally have a cutscene. This is the last giant. The giants invaded Drang Lake and were the ones responsible for all the destruction that you see around. This guy fell through the ceiling and got trapped in this cave all this time. And we found him now. And we need to defeat him because he drops a key that allows us to get to the next area. In fact, I don't think you need to beat him to progress in the story of the game. You could complete the game without ever fighting him, I think. So I'm just attacking his legs here. He's quite focused on Pate at the moment. And now he's going to rip off his own arm. A fat one. disappears as phantoms do. And that is going to be the end of that episode. So it ran on a lot longer. Again, I hope you're asleep by now. And if I don't see you later, Borida, Binanda, Anosta. Praise the sun.